basketball. #1 record right now in the NBA.
And seeing where the Bucks are, they've had a dream season. And I think they're only going to get stronger as we approach the postseason.
It really is amazing how far they've come in the course of one season, from afterthought to title contenders.
Here's the starting group for the Charlotte Hornets. Williams down low with Jefferson. Lee out there with Kemba Walker. And it's Batum in at the small forward position. Now the Bucks moving it up. Here's the Professor, guarded by Walker. Middleton on the wing. Passes it to Parker. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. There's the bucket. Good. The Professor's got his second basket of the night.
And it looks like he might just be on his A game today, Clark.
Walker goes in. Rebounded by the Bucks. They defeated Indiana in their last game.
They just weren't challenged. I mean, nearly as much as they should have been in that game, at least when they had the ball.
Yeah, it was a mismatch. I mean, the defense from the start was on its heels practically the entire game.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Thanks, guys. I caught up with the Hornets head coach. We discussed their game plan defensively, and he mentioned that controlling Greg Monroe will be crucial. He said Monroe is a guy who can score inside, rebounds well, and his passing really sets him apart. Their offense runs best when it goes through his hands, so pressuring him and staying vigilant is essential for us. Guys, can they slow him down?
All right, Doris, thank you very much. Now, here's Walker. Greg Monroe unable to get his shot to go. Lee passes to Batum. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo.
Defense is all about anticipation, and he had perfect anticipation on that pass and comes away with the steal.
4 or 5 shots have dropped for them already. Not a bad way to get things started. Jefferson gets the bucket.
I don't know. Maybe they're still working out the kinks on D, because that clearly was a breakdown.
It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. Middleton on the wing. Pass to Antetokounmpo. He dishes it to Parker. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. That's on Marvin Williams.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Bucks.
They've been making some really nice passes out there. Excellent passing. That could set the tone for the rest of the game.
Yeah, and one thing, Clark, I've noticed is how quick their hands have been tonight. Thanks to that, they've gotten a lot of points off of turnovers.
Second free throw, no good. Hornets have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Outside, Batum. The 3. Rebound by the Professor. Bucks leading by 5. Middleton outside. And it's Monroe at the elbow. Here's the Professor. And again, the Bucks miss.
Boy, that's a surprising miss right there. He usually feasts on those wide open opportunities.
Walker with it. Now guarded by the Professor. Walker's shot is off. For Milwaukee, they've gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. No good from the Professor.
You love the closeout on that possession.
Excellent defense. Active, and he made it a very tough shot for him.
And a wide open look for Walker. And it's Walker again missing.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
Middleton on the wing. Parker passes to the Professor. Shot from 12. Can't get it to go. And Charlotte will go the other way with it. Their last game, a win against Boston, looking to carry it into this one.
They were just locked really in a zone from a team defense standpoint, and nobody ever got stuck on an island. There was always somebody providing help, and the communication was tremendous.
And that was the key, Greg, the communication and the teamwork. You can't play good rotating defense if you're not communicating and on the same page. They were doing all of that at a high level.
Stolen by Walker. Upside Jefferson. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. Walker's got 3 assists now in this one. And the Bucks, they're shooting well right out of the gates here at around 50%. The professor passes to Monroe. To the inside. Kemba Walker with the rebound.
Yeah, but you have to love that tough interior defense.
And, Greg, that's exactly what he gives you. I mean, he's constantly making his presence felt around the rim.
Middleton outside. Feeds it to Antetokounmpo. Here's Monroe. And it falls over the rim and in. Monroe's got his second bucket of the night.
Yeah, it's just a smart shot taking advantage of the mismatch.
Well, with a stroke like that and the height advantage as well, the mid-range J is almost a gimme. It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Antetokounmpo. And with this break, a quick look at the leading shot blockers among small forwards in the second half of the season. Nick Batum is second.
Just superb in terms of their athletic defending ability. I mean, all of them. They never give up on a play and do everything they can to challenge each and every shot.
Well, you think the energy they expend defensively would take away from their offense, but that's not the case for most of them. A block leads to an easy basket or fuels their offense.
Here's the professor. After the basket by Charlotte, here's Parker. Walker with the rebound. Snatched away. The professor passes to Middleton. Williams against Parker. Right side, Antetokounmpo. Tries from 10. Nice spin off the left rim and in. That's now 8 points for Freak.
And a sharp pass to set up that high percentage shot in close.
Walker goes in. It's blocked. Oh, here we go. Antetokounmpo. Nobody back. Now that's how to finish the break. Throw down with force.
Well, I tell you, he squeezed that orange as tight as he could before that throwdown.
Yeah, no way he was going to lose that thing on the way up. You're right, Clark.
And better safe than sorry on that one, guys.
Come on, Bradley Center. You better make some noise for your energy.
And the Bucks making a change here. Zeller's checked in. And a switcher also for Charlotte. Leonard. Hornets trail by 4. Now here's Walker. And you can see his scoring totals. Those are some pretty good numbers. He's putting up close to 15 points a game on average. Good on the shot. And that's now 6 points for Al Jefferson.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Middleton right side. There's the dish to Parker. Zeller, a screen on Leonard. Here's the professor. He's coming off an unbelievably high-scoring game, and he gets it to go.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
You've got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guys. And he made it look easy that time.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
Stolen by Walker. Here's Lee. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. First trip to the line for him here.
And to this point on the season, guys, 80% from the line. He's done a really good job.
Guys, he is.
Bucks leading by 9. And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. And Milwaukee looking at who they've got. The dynamite pair of Antetokounmpo and Parker at forward. The professor out there with Chris Middleton. And it's Monroe in at the 5.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
For Milwaukee, they have knocked down 5 of their 9 attempts at the stripes tonight.
And you really got to give them a ton of credit for what they've done at the free throw line this season. How about 82% as a unit?
One of the things they've done, guys, is taken pride in their free throw shooting this season, and rightfully so.
Hornets trail by 11. Williams a screen, and it's Walker penetrating. Great use of the pick to create room for the jumper. Walker's got 5.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
Antetokounmpo kicks to Parker. Oh, and it looks like that's going to be a goaltending call. Yep, that's it. So they'll get the basket.
He didn't get to that one quite in time, Kevin. Those can be tough to gauge sometimes.
And it's Walker penetrating. It's blocked.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall. Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync. Tremendous communication and awareness.
Batum wide open. He fires. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. Batum's got his first points of the night. Milwaukee leading by 12. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to Doris Burke for an update. Hi, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Pacers made some terrific plays. He had 61 points, and as he had the typical big game assist-wise, finding open men to come away with a healthy assist total, too. Numbers like that make you anxious to see what he can do next time out.
And thank you, Doris. It was a performance that has to have their upcoming opponents terrified.
Yeah, I think they'll be a little afraid. I mean, anybody who saw that game has to still be in awe of what he was able to do. Just absolutely dominant.
Boy, I tell you, he was in such a rhythm and on a roll. He could have won that game all by himself.
Goes up from the top of the key. And again, it's Milwaukee converted.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the lead.
Walker goes in. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over. Walker's got 7 points in the game.
Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low, and I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation, but, boy, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
And now, your Milwaukee Bucks answers.
And the Hornets making a change here. Jefferson's checked in. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. It's Kid Gilchrist on the wing. 14 points from him the last game against Boston.
And equally impressive on the backboards. I thought his rebounding was huge. Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Monroe, the pass to the professor. Puts it up. Misses off the right iron. Hornets trail by 15. Walker dishes to Batum. Can't connect from short range.
There was just enough defensive pressure to get him off balance and cause that shot to go awry.
Middleton can't get it to go. For Charlotte, they've gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. Outside, Walker. Screen by Jefferson. And it's Kid Gilchrist penetrating, and he gets it to go.
The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that.
We got to be more physical on defense. They are getting to the middle of the floor way too easy. Get into them on the perimeter. Posts. Rotate over and make your presence felt. Quit being so soft.
And let's take this moment to check out the point guards with the highest shooting percentage from the last 10 games. Freak number 1.
And that percentage is what you'd expect to see from your big men. I mean, to get it from a guy who spends most of his time on the perimeter says a lot about his efficiency.
He has been absolutely deadly from the field, and that's because he's just as good at creating his own shots as he is at getting shots for his teammates. He knows how to find the open looks.
Milwaukee leading by 13. And it's Parker at the elbow. And good. Got the English that time as it falls. Parker's got 6 here in this quarter.
You know, he's putting on an outstanding offensive display, and he may just be getting warmed up here.
And it's Walker penetrating, and he gets it to go. Walker's got 9. For Milwaukee, they've gone 7 for 10 here in the second quarter. They'd like to keep up that nice pace. The feed to Parker. Fires from the line. Williams with the block. Shot clock at 6. Second shot opportunity. The shot's good from the professor. 17 points in the game. Hornets trail by 15. Outside, Walker. Pass to Kid Gilchrist. Jefferson, a screen on Antetokounmpo. Here's Kid Gilchrist. Craig Monroe with the rebound. Monroe's got his 5th rebound in this one.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, Greg, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough. But that's how you win games.
Dishes it to Batum. Over in the corner, Williams. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. And so it's Milwaukee with it. Last time they met was in Charlotte, where they beat the Hornets.
Yeah, they cruised to a win in these teams' last encounter, and their field goal percentage was off the charts.
Scorching and torching offensively. They were able to get everything they wanted.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give them any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
The Bucks have gone 7 of 11 from the line.
2 shots.
That's good from Antetokounmpo.
Shooting 100% in the quarter. They've made them all, taking full advantage at the line.
I tell you what, nice job making the most of their opportunities.
Myers Leonard, he's checked in for Marvin Williams. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Hornets trail by 18. And Walker kicks to Leonard. Back to Walker for the 3. Milwaukee with the rebound.
It's been a real difficult game for him offensively, and it's costly.
Monroe outside. To the middle. Here's the professor. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. The professor's got 22 points.
A much better quarter for them shooting the ball.
Anytime your field goal percentage is in the high 50s, partner, you're doing something right.
And it's Leonard. That time on the assist by Walker.
Beautiful. Feed off the bounce to his teammate there. Nicely done.
Here's the professor. He's got 22.
Move the ball.
He kicks it to Monroe. Inside, the professor, and that one is hammered home.
It's hard to believe that he's a point guard. I mean, he can power those dunks down as well as any big man in the league.
If not better. He's a phenomenal finisher.
Enjoy seeing that kind of bounce out of that spot on the floor. Well, they've been better than good on the glass today. There's a glaring discrepancy between these teams in that area of the game.
And it's been the difference. That's what's enabled them to build such a big lead, no doubt about it.
Walker goes in. Rebounded by the Bucks. On to Tacumbo's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Middleton the pass to Monroe. Some solid defense from Kid Gilchrist.
Yeah, credit the D there. Got his hands up and made sure he wasn't comfortable on the release.
Sure did. Stayed real snug on him and didn't allow him the space he needed to get a good shot off.
Here's the professor. 24 points for him. Middleton right side. And the pass to the professor. Just 5 on the clock. Parker drives in. Can't cash in from close range.
Usually if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
And goaltending is going to be the call, so they get the basket there anyway.
He thought he had that one clean, but the ref saw it differently. They'll count the basket.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Plumlee is checked in for Monroe. Zeller comes in for Jabari Parker. And it's Carter Williams in for Chris Middleton. Lamb, he's checked in for the Hornets. Carter Williams against Walker. 13 feet away. Carter Williams can't get it to go.
Well, I think he kind of alligator armed that one, short stroked it. After doing a nice job to get open, he didn't finish the shot.
Got a piece of it. And he uses the glass on the way. And the Bucks lead by 18.
Such a strong finisher on the fast break.
And Greg, I love the fact he's always in control. Even though he's going at breakneck speed, he still maintains his body control.
And that's foul number 2. And maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before half.
KJ McDaniels, he's checked in for Milwaukee. And then for Charlotte, Kaminsky, he's checked in for Jefferson. Lee comes in for Nicholas Batum. And it's Jeremy Lin in for Walker. Kaminsky kicks to Lee. Leonard sets a screen for Lamb. A floater, and it's sent back by Plumlee. Carter Williams with it. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. From deep. Shots good from the professor. The professor's got 27.
And he's now made 3 3-pointers here in the second, starting to get it going.
Here's Lamb. And again, the Hornets missing.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Carter Williams with it. And it's Lin picking him up. Inside. Shot off the pick. And again, it's Milwaukee converting.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Kaminsky. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And a chance here to look at the numbers for the professor. First in scoring. First in shooting percentage. And he's as good as it gets from three-point land. In fact, the best percentage that we have in the league.
And I tell you what, his scoring abilities are almost otherworldly. I mean, no one's been able to slow him down or even come close.
Shooting 2. Shooting 2.
The free throw drops for Kaminsky. Spencer Hawes is checked in for the Hornets. Both shots good from the stripe. Bucks leading by 21. Passes it to the professor. Lets it fly. And a great assist by Carter Williams as that one goes in. 31 points for Freak.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Now here's Lamb. He's covered by Zeller. And Lamb kicks to Hawes. And again, the Hornets missing. Milwaukee's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Here's the professor. And again, it's Milwaukee converting.
And the lead continues to increase. They are just playing flawless basketball at both ends.
Greg, I can't identify an area where this team has underperformed. I mean, they've been 5-star in every category.
Lamb dishes to Hawes. The three-pointer off the mark.
Good little two-man action there, but they just can't get the shot to fall.
Yeah, but that was a beauty. Good-looking shot, well-executed play. I wouldn't be surprised to see them go back to it.
Kicks it to Plumlee. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. The shot by McDaniels, no good.
You know what? His finishing ability, not really at the level that you would expect from a pro, but he's going to have to start playing with more force.
Kevin, not a single point in this quarter for him. Obviously, not what they need right now. He's got to score.
Charlotte has gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Knocks it loose. And here is Zeller. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Here's the professor. No good with the triple. Now Lamb. Here's Lynn. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividends.
And with as many points as they've gotten in the paint, you know, they haven't had to do much work on the perimeter.
And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. Milwaukee on top, running away with it. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway. And as we welcome you back, we begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but, you know, anything can happen.
He's been absolutely in control. No slowing down for the professor. He's got 36 points, and he's drained 4 3-pointers here as well.
And with more to come, you know, it wouldn't hurt to keep getting him the basketball.
And Charlotte, looking at who they've got. Williams down low with Jefferson. Lee out there with Kemba Walker. And it's Batum in at the 3 slot. Antetokounmpo passes to the professor. Antetokounmpo against Walker. Antetokounmpo kicks to Parker. Here's the professor. And it's good on the assist by Parker. Parker's got his 6th assist on the night.
Wow, got that one off right in the face of the big fella. Nice quick fire release.
Yeah, and the mid-range shot really the only option in that situation. Sometimes when you're facing a bigger guy, you can't get it all the way to the rim. Way to stay alert and grab the long rebound.
Milwaukee's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight, 5 of 12. And another basket for Milwaukee.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
Charlotte's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Williams a screen. And here's Walker outside. That is good. Walker's got 12.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Lee against Middleton. To the paint. Clock at 6. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact and he'll shoot 2. The Bucks have gone 9 of 13 from the line. And he knocks down the first one. Leonard, he's checked in for Williams. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. Charlotte has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Pass to Jefferson, right wing. Walker goes in, and Charlotte again with the bucket.
Even though there's a height disadvantage, he's still able to go up and over his man.
Well, he's fearless. I mean, there's nothing that concerns him. No matter what the matchup is, he's a guy that doesn't back down. He's beyond being intimidated.
And that one's good. Parker.
Up and in on every one of their first 3 shots to start the second half.
For Charlotte, they've gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Walker dishes to Batum. Jefferson, a screen on Antetokounmpo. And Batum kicks to Leonard. Stolen by Monroe.
You got it. Let's get the ball inside.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Antetokounmpo's got 8.
You know, it's really hard not to notice the difference in the passing of these two teams today.
It's a stark discrepancy when you look at the